when I was about 36, I wasn't in good shape. I hadn't worked out for a while. When I started and it was really hard and it sucked. And I had to tell myself, look, I've done one workout. Now I've done two. Now I've done three. I literally had to break it down into the tiniest pieces in order to feel better about it. And when you were talking, it's funny, it's like a paradox. You're playing the long game, but the long game required you to play it every day in that one day. So it's
Yes.
like, it's funny, it's both ends.
It is. It's absolutely. And, you talk about hardships. Another one that really stands out for me is 2 years ago. So August 2021, I was in the hospital for 6 days with a pretty bad leg infection. And I don't want to over dramatize it, but had I not gone to the emergency room the night before, I may not have woken up the next day. That's how bad it was.
Oh, wow.
And I landed in the hospital, landed in there for 6 days. But what I realized, so the hardship was I was very nervous about what's going to happen from here, right? I had to put my business on pause for a little bit, not that long, but enough to be nerve wracking. Fortunately, clients were understanding. But the positive that came out of that hardship, because I'm always looking for the positives come out of the darkness, right? And it's like, I had realized the reason I had a leg infection was because I wasn't taking care of myself. I'm a healthy guy. I work out every day, but I wasn't doing enough to take care of myself. That's why the leg infection developed in the first place. And I realized that in that moment, that if I'm going to win this thing, if I'm going to have success in business and life, I have to become a better student of the game, whether that's my health or growing my business. And that's a piece of advice I would tell others who are growing their business is, if there's one thing you can control, you can't always control the outcome, but you can control how much you're willing to be a student of the game. Are you doing all those small details day in and day out, the boring stuff that is required to grow your business? And that's that leg infection. Sitting in that hospital room for 6 days is where I had my epiphany of, dude, listen, if you're going to have success in this thing, you got to show up every day and be a student.